the lakes and the ocean, water sports are a Florida pastime.
So much to do. We have famous surfers who have roots in Central Florida, and the #1 ranked wakeboarder in the world calls Orlando home.
She's making waves in her sport, but also getting results for breast cancer survivors. And joining us now, 6-time wakeboarding world champion Meagan Ethell. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here. First of all, for folks maybe not super familiar with the sport, tell us how you got your start in wakeboarding, and you're a big deal.
Yeah, so I started wakeboarding when I was about 8 years old. It took me to Orlando at a very young age, so I've been a part of the Orlando community for a very long time. Pretty much the mecca of wakeboarding is here, and I just really wanted to bring my community together and give back to it in Orlando.
What do you like about the sport versus surfing or some of the other, water activities out there?
Yeah, I really love my community. We have a great group of people in Orlando. I think it's really fun that we all get to travel the world together, and we all get to spend a lot of time on the boats, on the lakes, and just we have a great group of people.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of traveling the world, where has your sport taken you? I mean, you've been everywhere, right?
Yeah, I've been to Japan, Italy, Portugal. I've been to a lot of really unreal places.
Mm-hmm. And you just had a great event over the weekend that was for breast cancer survivors, and we have some of that video, and it looked like it was an uplifting time. This was the 2nd annual one. Talk to us about the history behind that and how it came about.
Yeah, so I don't have a direct correlation to breast cancer, but I really wanted to work with really strong, empowering women just because I think it's so motivating to be around them. So I wanted to give breast cancer survivors a really amazing day on the water and just give them a cool experience and expose them to my sport.
There you go, right there.
Yeah, we're looking at some videos, so tell us what's happening here.
Yeah, so I'm giving them a little bit of a demo, just showing them what I can do, and then we get them out on the water and just get them really excited. I think it really inspired them, and yeah,
wow,
it was amazing.
So did any of these women have previous wakeboarding experience? Because I think that would be very intimidating. If you were like, watch me, now you try. I'd be like, I'll just take pictures.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of them water skied before, but in terms of wakeboarding, no, and I think it's always fun to give somebody a new experience completely. So yeah, it was amazing just to bring the local community together and
we've talked about the dragon boaters, the breast cancer survivor dragon boat racers before, and how the exercise is really good for that area in the lymphatic system.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
exercise is a good component in fighting and surviving cancer.
Yeah, so wakeboarding is a lot of upper body strength, and I really want to implement like a healthy lifestyle and kind of show them that being on the water and just having fun is another way to do that. And we also did yoga as well, and just kind of incorporating like the mindfulness and just a healthy, fun day together.
I think it's even more inspiring that you said you don't have a direct connection to breast cancer and you still want to do this for all of these survivors. What do you hear from them at the end of the day? I imagine it has to be pretty exciting for them.
Yeah, they're very, I think, just overwhelmed with happiness. They're truly thankful for it, and it just really just motivates me to want to keep pushing and making it bigger and better for next year and the years to come. Because yeah, I think it's just really great to be around these really strong women. It motivates me just not within breast cancer, but with the bigger issues that all of us are facing. With like equality and all of that. So
bringing awareness to that. And Meagan, what are some of your next goals? You've won so many championships.
Yeah,
What's
I
next?
know. I think that's a weird thing because I've already accomplished a lot of my goals within competing, but I think kind of putting what I have within wakeboarding and giving outside of my sport and making more of a change. I think that's a part of a big goal, just because my sport is still making its way to having equality within contests and stuff like that. So that's one of my goals as well, to help push for that.
Yeah, and what's next for your event? You said you envision it getting bigger every year. What can we expect next year?
Yeah.
And maybe for folks watching who might want to get involved next year?
Yeah, I would love to have more people. I don't want people to be discouraged from coming out to it because the group of women, they're just so supportive and encouraging. So I just want more women and any breast cancer survivors to be wanting to come out and be a part of it. I think just growing it and yeah, just growing it would
How
be.
can we get in touch with you and get linked in?
Yeah,
if we
so
want to get involved.
you could go on my Facebook page, Meagan Ethell, go on my Instagram, Meagan Ethell, and I'll have all the information on there, especially for next year. Yeah.
Well, we're proud of you.
Thank you
Yes,
so
doing
much.
so much. Thank you for stopping by. We've enjoyed it.
Thank you for having me.